Hello guys, it's FootyKing here and welcome back to another video on the channel guys. Today's video guys is all going to be about the icon swaps one. I'm going to be showing you guys what I feel, in my opinion, is the best kind of options and the best way to spend your icon swaps tokens. So let's get into it. Alright guys, so going for the first option. So basically I'm just going to go through the options one by one and just kind of give you my opinion on them, and then hopefully this, if you're watching this video, this will give you guys kind of a bit of kind of information and kind of help on what the best options and the best way to spend your tokens is. So first option we've got here for 2 tokens, as you can see, is the 2 ultimate packs. So this isn't a bad option. For 2 tokens, if you don't plan to grind out them all and you only grind out a few, to get 225k packs isn't bad. I would stay away from it though if you're grinding more, because realistically ultimate packs, what's the chances of actually getting something really good? And even if you do, you're really going to get that many walkouts. I mean, if you think about them, they're only 125k packs at the end of the day. I mean, you've got better packs here in the next 2, which we'll go through in a minute. But to be honest, I'd stay away from them. They're two 125k packs. The likelihood of you getting something really good is unlikely, very unlikely. And even if you did happen to get a walkout, what's the chances of it being a good walkout? So I'd stay away from it, but as I say, it's not a bad option. If you only grinded 2 or 3 out, you could at least get yourself a 225k pack, so it wouldn't be the worst. But if you're grinding out more, I would stay away from it. Moving on then into the 85, basically the pack with 5 85 plus rated players in it. Not a bad option, only for 3 tokens. This is something I would advise. I mean, not for your go-to. Like if you're doing all of them, I wouldn't advise it, but it's not a bad option. Not a bad option at all. You get 5 players, 85 rated, at least 85 rated or above, and I've seen some people, have done these packs and they've got quite a good return from it. So definitely for 3 tokens, it's not a bad idea. But as I say, I wouldn't advise it if you're going for all 18. I think there's better options out there, including this next. Funny enough, this next one we're going to talk about. But yeah, that's not a bad option if you're only grinding out a few. And it's good for SBC fodder, so wouldn't be the worst idea. Moving on then guys into the next one, then we've got this pack, which is a bit of a mad pack. I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen it all over YouTube. 25 players, all 83 plus. So with this pack, I definitely recommend it. Only 5 tokens. The amount of high rated players you tend to be getting in these packs is a bit mad, to be honest. And also, it's brilliant for SBC fodder. You think of all the icon SBCs that they are going to release come to Team of the Year, for SBCs and stuff like that as well. Yeah, I advise that pack for only 5 tokens. I think that's going to be one of my ones that I'm going to complete. So yeah, that's definitely one that I would recommend for only 5 tokens. So yeah, that's definitely one I'd recommend. Then going into the first icon of the icon swap. So obviously all those have been packs. Going on to the first icon for 7 tokens, we have Nemanja Vidic. So this one, it really depends on what your team's looking like. For me, I'm going to go and get this Vidic card. Simply because I need a centre back. Obviously, there's a bit of sentimental value as well as I'm a United fan, but he's a good card. He's not fully meta, but he is certainly a card that's very usable, both in terms of pace, and also we've got the defending physical stats as well. And a lot of people have said to me that he's a bit of a beast in game. So I would recommend him if you need a centre back. If not, maybe save your tokens for something better. But definitely not a bad shot at all for 7 tokens. And also, he's a player that'll probably stay in your team for most of the year. Then moving in for 8 tokens, then base icon pack. Would I recommend this? Well, hard to know. I don't think I would recommend a base icon pack, to be honest, because the chances of you getting a good base icon is pretty slim. You're nearly better going for, if you're going to go and spend 8 tokens or something, you're nearly better getting the Vidic or this pack here. You'll get a better return. Either way, you're getting an icon if you go for Vidic, a decent icon if you go for Vidic, and also if you go for the pack, at least you're getting you're basically guaranteed a good few walkouts, not packs. So I wouldn't advise the base icon pack. Not a great option. I think there's better options in this set. Moving on then into the next one then. So we've got 9 tokens for a mid Hadji icon. To be honest, I can't really give much opinion on Hadji. I've never really used him in FIFA. I don't think he's that great. He's not really a commonly used icon in the game. So I don't think I'd advise this one for 9. I'd nearly think that Vidic is a better option for 7 than going for Hadji at 9. So to make it short and simple, really I wouldn't advise going for the Hadji. So but that's only my opinion. I mean, obviously if you've used him and he's quite good for you, or he's been good for you before in previous FIFAs, maybe you'd go for him. But for me, 9 tokens, I would stay away, to be honest. Base or mid icon pack then, guys. So for this one, this is a bit the same as the base icon pack. if you do this one, and it's obviously 10 tokens to do so, are you really going to get someone good? Obviously, there is the chance of mid icon in there, but probably more than likely, it's going to be a base icon. It's probably EA basically trying to kind of con you into kind of, instead of, basically you're wasting 2 more tokens, the way I see it, because you do the base icon pack, which I'd advise against doing. That's 8. You're probably just going to get a base icon on this one as well, and it's 10. You're basically just wasting 2 tokens as well, so no, I wouldn't advise that either. Just skip through the base red icon pack. I wouldn't advise doing it. Then we go into Davor Suker. Now this is interesting because he's a card that I've heard a lot of people use and he's been quite good for them. But then again, I've also heard people say that he's a bit hit and miss and that he's either really good in some games and really bad in other games. So difficult to know with Suker. I mean, obviously he has a decent card. Obviously he is 4-star, 4 stars. You can see 6 foot, left-footed. He's definitely a decent card. Whether he's worth 11 tokens or not, I'm not sure. You might be better holding your tokens on either for some of the packs that we've already discussed, or maybe moving on to maybe the bigger options here. So yeah, it really depends on what your team's looking like, but I don't think it's a bad option, but probably not the best in the set, that's what I'd say. Right then guys, moving on then to the next option. We've got 12 tokens, mid-icon pack. I wouldn't advise this as well. I wouldn't advise this one either. The way I see it, if you're moving on, then obviously these ones now that we're moving on to is kind of the going up into the big tokens now. We've got 12, 13, 14, 15. If you're going to go for any of these, this is going to be basically the only option you can go for, right? So you're not going to be able to get anything as well as one of these. I wouldn't go for the mid-icon pack. If you're getting 12 tokens, you might as well grind towards something bigger up around these players and packs here, because I wouldn't advise the mid-icon pack. Similar to the other the base icon pack, the chances of you getting something good is unlikely. So yeah, I think it'd be a waste of tokens going for that. So yeah, no, I'd stay far away from the mid-icon pack, to be fair. 13 tokens then for Ronald Kuhlman. Definitely a good shout. If you need a centre-back and you want to grind more than instead of going for the Vidic, as was said, for 7, Kuhlman's a good shout, you know. Kuhlman would be a good shout. I used his 88 card last year. In my team, he was really good for me there. So he's definitely a good option. And obviously it's his prime, so he'd probably be even better. He's also versatile. He can play in CDM as well. Definitely a good shout. Whether or not you want to move on and go for if you want to go for maybe the mid or prime icon pack, or the 89 plus mid icon pack, or the on-ray at the end, obviously you'll not go for Kuhlman because you can't get anything else with him. But yeah, obviously it's not a bad shout. It's not a bad shout. And obviously, as I say, if you need a centre back, he might be the one for you. Rijkaard for 14. I would stay away from Rijkaard, to be honest. I never get Rijkaard. There's something about him in the game, it doesn't work. It just doesn't work in the game. You look at that card there, and he looks like an unbelievable CDM. And obviously this is 90. This is his prime icon. He looks an unbelievable CDM, but then in game he just doesn't feel like it. I remember getting him last year and using him for a bit, and he didn't do the job for me at all. There's better players. Kante in the game's better than him. You know what I mean? He's just not worth the grind, really. So for 14 tokens, I definitely wouldn't advise him. So yeah, definitely wouldn't advise Rijkaard. 15 tokens then, we have a mid or prime icon pack. I mean, yet again, if you're, as I say, it's going up to these at this point you're basically grinding all the tokens out. Obviously there's 18 in total. If you're going past 15 tokens, you might as well not get the mid or prime pack and go and get this next pack, the 89 plus mid one. To be honest, if you've went in FUTBin, you can see that there's loads of really good 89 plus mid icons. And you've basically, see when you do this pack here, you've basically a 50-50 chance of getting someone that you class as like a W, So I would advise this pack, this 89 plus mid icon pack, over this mid or prime pack, because the likelihood of getting someone good in this pack is probably, I mean, even if you did get a prime icon, it'll probably be, a shit one basically. It'll probably be, one of those, you're getting Zaggy or Vieri or Gecko, or, it'll be someone you will use. So yeah, I would advise this 89 plus mid icon pack, which is only one more token. It's only 16 tokens. I'd advise that, and that would be, I think that's a better option for you guys anyway. Moving in then to the last two then. Really here, I mean, the base icon player pick. So obviously this is 17 tokens, so obviously if you get one of these, either on rare or the base icon player pick, that's all you can get. You can't even get the 125k packs, because obviously there only is 18 tokens out. With the base icon player pack, I feel like obviously it's one of 3 base icons, so you will get to pick who you want. So at least you got a bit of choice about that. It's difficult to know. I mean, these could be really good. These have potential to be really good, because obviously you get the choice. So even if you just get one usable icon out of the 3, you can pick that one. It's difficult to know. I wouldn't go for it personally. I would advise staying away. I mean, you're probably just going to get 3 icons, and although you get a choice, as I said, you're going to get people like, you know, you'll get 3 icons that you'll never use, and then you're just picking one, and you get a choice, but you'll not, it'll not be a good choice. You know, you'll have 3 shitters, and then you'll just have to pick one of them. It's not really, it's different if it was a good player pick, maybe a mid-icon player pick, where you actually had maybe 1 good mid-icon, then it might be worth it, but for a base, I would stay away. The final one, Thierry Henry, left wing, so it's his mid-icon. For this one, it's not a bad shout, but I feel like if you've grinded this far, you've probably better going for something else, to be honest. I would probably go for this and chance my luck with the 89 plus mid-icon over going for Henry. I don't think Henry's left wing is unbelievably good, that, you know, it's just a go-to, you know, I don't think it's a go-to icon, personally. I mean, obviously, I think his 93 is a really good card, but his 2 left wing ones, you know, you don't see them used often. I don't think they're that good, so, well, I say they're not good. They might be alright, but they're maybe not worth, you know, the grind for 17 tokens. I think the best options are this pack here, if you've grinded that far, this E9 plus mid icon. Just take a chance on that. Perhaps this Kuhlman if you need a centre back. Maybe the Suker, you can grind him. You could even get the Suker and Vidic if you wanted, because obviously 11 and 7 tokens each will take you up to the 18. So Suker's not a bad option if you need a striker. And then Vidic is not a bad option as well. I'm personally going to get him in my team, so good centre back that'll stay in your team for most of the year. And then these 2 packs shouldn't be sniffed at either, with a 5 and 3 tokens. They'll stack your club up with much needed SBC fodder before team of the year, so definitely not a bad option for those either. Yeah, that basically rounds up today's video, guys. Thanks everyone for watching. Make sure to smash a like if I've kind of helped you with your opinion on kind of what icons you should be choosing from the Icon Swaps 1. And yeah, guys, thanks for watching, and make sure to subscribe if you're new, of course. Join the Footy King Army on the road to 1,500 subscribers. And yeah, take care, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.